I had a great summation, all worked out, full of some sharp lawyering. But I'm not going to read it. I'm here to apologize. I'm young and I am inexperienced. But you cannot hold Carly Haley responsible for my shortcomings. You see, in all this legal maneuvering, something has gotten lost. And that something is the truth. Now, it is incumbent upon us lawyers to not only talk about the truth, but to actually seek it, to find it, and to live it. My teacher taught me that. Take Dr. Bass, for example. Now, I wouldn't knowingly put a convicted felon on the stand. I hope you can believe that. But what is the truth? Is he a disgraced liar? And what if I told you that the woman he was accused of raping was 17, he was 23, that she later became his wife, bore his child, and is still married to the man today? Would that make his testimony more or less true? What is in us that seeks the truth? Is it our minds? Or is it our hearts? I set out to prove that a black man could receive a fair trial in the South, that we are all equal in the eyes of the law. That's not the truth. Because the eyes of the law are human eyes. Yours. And mine. So unless we see others as equals, justice is never going to be even-handed. It will remain nothing more than a reflection of our own prejudices. So until that day, we have a duty under God to seek the truth. Not with our eyes and not with our minds where fear and hate turn commonality into prejudice, but with our hearts where we don't know better. Now I want to tell you a story. I want you to close your eyes when I tell you this story. I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen to my voice. This is a story about a young girl returning home from the grocery store one sunny afternoon. I want you to picture this girl. Suddenly, a truck races up. Two men jump out and grab her. They drag her to a nearby field. They tie her up. They tear her clothes off. And then they climb onto her, one after the other, raping her, shattering everything innocent and pure about her with vicious thrusts under a drunken breath and sweat. And when they're done, when they've killed her little womb, destroyed any chance of her to have kids of her own, they decide to use her for target practice. So they throw full beer cans at her. They throw them so hard that it tears the flesh all the way to the bones. And then they urinate on her. Now comes the hanging. They have a rope. They tie a noose around her neck. Imagine the noose tightening around her neck. Suddenly, she's pulled up. Her feet go kicking, grasping for breath. But the hanging branch isn't strong enough, so it breaks and she falls back on the earth. So they pick her up, throw her in the back of the truck, drive down to Foggy Creek Bridge, and toss her over the edge. Some 30 feet down, can you see her? Her broken, bruised, raped body. Can you see her? Soaked in their semen, soaked in their urine, soaked in her blood. Can you see her? Now imagine she's white. The defense rests, Your Honor.